Well, hey there folks, this is Vlad with Review After Gear, and today I wanted to show you guys this really cool piece of camping backpacking equipment. This is a little mosquito repeller, and it's super cool, and we've been using it for a little while here, and I thought I'd share it with you guys because it actually works really well. This is made by Thermacell. Comes in a little baggie like this. It's super tiny. It packs out about half that size, and it weighs like 5 or 6 ounces. And it runs off of a regular like isobutane container. It's compatible with any kind, any size. Not propane, has to be isobutane. We've been using it here in camp. We're camped right next to a lake. There's a ton of water all over the place. It's really wet. And we hiked in here yesterday and there was a ton of mosquitoes all over the place. We set it up and in about 10-15 minutes, there was not a single one around, and there hasn't been any of them back yet as long as the thing's been running. So super cool. Let me kind of bring you in closer on it and show you some of the details and talk about how it works and how to operate it and all that. So let's do it. So you can see here, it's all made out of plastic for the most part. There is an aluminum piece in there, kind of all around, and it does have a teeny little, I wouldn't call it a flame, but a little bit of like a catalyst, like a little ember going in there. And what that's doing is it's heating up this plate that this little piece of fabric or whatever it is sitting on, which is kind of how this machine works. So it comes with these little packets, and they're tiny. They're like the size of like a piece of gum almost. And all you do is you unwrap it, you slide it in underneath that grill, and then once you turn the repeller on, it starts to slowly heat up that little plate, and it will vaporize the repeller, which is on, which these little thingies are, these little packets are permeated with. So the super cool thing about this is that it's not using DEET, it's completely odorless, and it's nearly invisible. So the cool thing is it uses alethrin, which you can see on the active ingredients there. It's alethrin. It's a synthetic version of active or substance in chrysanthemum flowers, which is a natural mosquito repellent, and I will say it works really, really well. Once you get this thing going, so once you start it up in about 10-15 minutes, it kind of sets up a zone, and this one gives you about like a 15-foot like dome zone of protection. And I will say it works really well. What you do need to watch out though for is if you have like a breeze or strong wind, it will not work as well for sure. If there's like a slight breeze and it's consistent, what you could do is just kind of set it upwind from where you are, so that when the wind blows, it can kind of move that zone over you. But if you're in like 20-mile-an-hour winds, this thing's not going to work. But also at that point, mosquitoes probably not going to be flying around as well. So it does work pretty well. These little packets actually last for quite a while. So when you pull them out, they are fully blue, like this color. And as they get used up, they turn white. So when it turns fully white, you replace it. And all you do to replace it is you just unpack one of these guys and you just slide it in there, and that spits that one out, and then you have the new one in there. And it works really well, actually. Really easy system to use. And you can buy these replacement packs, like a giant box of them, for not too expensive. I will put a link in the description for where you can buy this thing online if you're interested. You can kind of see that the vapor coming off of that thing just a little bit, ever so slightly. Yeah, there it is. So let me kind of show you how to turn it on and ignite it. So pretty easy process, but doesn't hurt to kind of see it in person. So when you pull out of the bag, it looks like this. The threads for the fuel are covered up. You can just pop that off. All you do is you just screw it onto your isobutane container. You can, take the one off of your stove, or you can bring a designated one. I bet this thing would run on like one of those 200-gram containers for like a few days at least. Does not use very much fuel at all. But once you got that screwed in, you're gonna make sure there's a little insert in there if you don't have one already. All you do is you just turn this on from off to on and wait about 5 seconds for the fuel to come up and kind of get primed. And then you're gonna go to this side, and then there's a little start button. You're gonna squeeze that up and hear it click. You'll hear a little pop ideally. So if you want to check to see that it's working, just look in this little side view, little mesh. You see a little teeny glowing rod in there. That means it's working. The little heating element is on and it's heating up the plate. All right, well that's about it, guys. I think I covered everything I needed to about this little cool piece of equipment. I am really impressed with it. I did not expect it to work quite as well as it does. So that is the Backpacker Repeller from Thermacell. Like I said, down in the description, you can check out a link for it if you're interested in it. So there you go. That's it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below in the comment section. Like and subscribe. As always, have a great day. Don't forget to praise God, and we'll see you in the next video.